So hello everybody, everywhere. We are here to teach you a fantastic song. As promised on our recent channel introduction, it is the brilliant Dire Straits Walk of Life, my favourite Dire Straits song of course. And it includes that brilliant little riff I had to make up myself by listening to the song, which we're very, very proud of. And we put it in the cover, and we had to obviously add it in as an extra to me strumming and singing the song. But we did do it. If you haven't seen that cover, I'll leave it on the left of the screen after this teach if you want to go and watch my full cover of the song. And now you are going to learn the brilliant riff that goes something like that. Absolutely fantastic. Doesn't it sound brilliant? I know it is a fantastic little riff to go with the song that totally makes the song what it is, and you are now going to learn it. But first we are going to learn the necessary chords on the screen and the strumming pattern too. First thing we're going to learn, but as with my recent teachings, we're going to do the same. I'm not going to go through them, but you're just going to leave them on the screen for you to learn in your own time. And what I will say quickly is remember the diagrams are with the ukulele neck vertical, so if you want to know what the diagrams are to learn the chords, that's it. That's the A chord, first finger, second from top C string on the first fret, second finger on the top G string on the second fret, and that's how we're learning the chords. You pause the video and learn them yourself. As for the strumming pattern, really easy. Island strum pattern. If you're not familiar with it, split it up into three. Down, down, up, up, down, up. And then just keep practicing it until the gap between the parts gets better and gets less. It becomes fluent. Or you could split it up into two. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Say it in your head, say it out loud. Whatever is easier for you to learn. We all learn differently. You will too. But just do whatever is best for yourself. Pause the video, practice the chords and the strumming pattern. Just practice each chord, switch from chord to chord. In any order. Just to get used to the changes. If there's any changes you struggle with, just practice that specific hand movement from, say, A down to G. Do it in slow motion, back up to A, back down to G, back up to A, back down to G, back up to A. Get the fine motor movements and you will nail it. The motor schema, head, fine motor movements will get better and more precise just by doing that chord to chord practice. If there's any chord you struggle with, that's a really good way to learn. So you can pause the video and learn those yourself. We're now going to get that information off the screen. I'm going to jump up in the top corner and we are going to learn the song itself. I'm sure you're now ready. Get the mic right. I've got my song sheet on the screen in front of me, which I will now put on the screen down there for you. You can copy from it, create your own song sheet. If you don't know how to create your own song sheet, just click my Learn Ukulele Free video up in the top corner there, and it will teach you how to create your own song sheet, how to content it into a 2-page spread, so you can take a screenshot or a picture of your song sheet and have it on your phone and tablet in photo form and take it anywhere you go, so you can practice wherever you are. That's the idea, that's what I do. I've got this fantastic little memory stick. I put all of my photos on and see my little ukulele memory stick. That is what I put all my songs on and take them everywhere with me. So, as you can see at the top of the page, we always write intro. So we've got 2 Ds, 1 full strum pattern per chord, 2 Gs, 2 more Ds, 1 G and 1 D, and we'll put times 2 because because we do that twice before we jump into the singing. But of course, above the intro is the riff. The riff in note form, G, G, D, E, G, E, D, C, C, is part 1, D, E, G, G, part 2, D, E, G, E, D, C, C, part 3, and D, E, G, E, D is part 4 of the brilliant little intro riff that of course we have to make up, and we're very proud of, but that is what we are going to learn first. So I will take you to the end of my song sheet, and you'll see part 1 there. That's the diagram form, how we learn how to do little riffs on the ukulele. Don't ask me why the A goes to the top when it's the bottom string and the G is at the bottom when it's the top string. Nothing to do with me. I don't make up the rules. Personally, I would put the G at the top because it's the top G string and it makes it really, really clear. But I am not going to change years and years of ukulele teaching. I am just going to teach it the same way everyone else does. So, before we go through the riff, quickly teach some good finger positioning for the riff. Generally only need finger 2 on fret 2, second from top C string. First finger is for first fret, second finger for second fret, third finger for third fret. Not a general rule, but a good foundation to start from. As for the finger plucking hand or string picking hand, knuckles over the sound hole, fingers in the bottom corner there, thumb in the top corner, and then all you do is lift the knuckles up as such, and your little finger, the pinky, will be sitting nicely below the sound hole. That is a good position for the ukulele, good starting point. And all we're going to do through the whole riff is we're going to pluck down with our thumb on the top 2 strings, or pluck up with our index finger on the E string. We don't use the A string in this riff, so we'll pluck up on the E string as such. And the note form is underneath, of course. We've left it at the bottom there underneath so you can see it. So open G string twice, and then we move down to the C2 or the D note, 1 down, and then we'll pluck up with our index finger, 0, E0, open E string, and then we'll go back up to G with our thumb, down, and then we'll jump back again to E and pluck up, E0, and then we'll go thumb down on C2 or the D note, and then we take our finger off the second fret and we pluck the open C string twice. That's the first part of the riff, so there it is. You can practice that yourself, just over and over and over it. It will get easier and easier. But if you do it the way I've suggested, I think you'll find it easiest. You might find your own way that's comfortable for yourself. You do what you find easiest. I'm just giving you tips on what I think is the easiest way for you to play it. So then you have the 4 little forward slashes there on the diagram, and then you have the second part, which is just 4 notes, and it's just down on C2 or the D note, up on E, and then up to the top for G, G twice. So it's in faster. You can hear the actual sound in faster form if you listen. I have to make that up just from listening to the song. Brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, I know it sounds fantastic. That is part 1 and 2 together. You can pause the video, practice away, and come back when you're ready for part 3 and 4. So I'll take it down with the diagram there to the next part 3 and 4. Now, part 3 is almost the same as part 1 without the opening 2 down plucks on G. So it's just down on C2 or the D, D note, up on E, E0 for open E, back down on G, open G, and back up on E, open E, and then down on C2, the D note, and then finger off, and down on C open, C0 twice. So it is absolutely brilliant. And that is it. That is part 3. One more time. Of course, you're leaving your second finger on there until those last 2 where you have to pull it off. So it's C2, E, O, G, O, E, O, C2, and then off. Boom, boom. Pause the video, have a practice, or wait for part 4 and then practice both together, because part 4 is just 4, it's actually 5 quick plucks, and it is similar again to part 2, but not quite the same. First 3 are the same, D, G, so down on 2, C2, the D, D note, up E0, down on D, on open G, up on E, open E, and down on C2 again, to finish. G, G, E, D, E, G, D, E, G, E, D. Da-na-na-na-na. Together, parts 3 and 4. Da-na-na-na-na. That's them both together. Just practice them, you'll get better and better at it. Just go over and over it. Very similar parts, but all together should sound like this. Missed the pluck down there on that last one. That's why there was a little bit of a pause. Missed it with my finger and had to go again. That will happen. Don't worry about little mistakes. We all make mistakes. It's part of learning, and you will make mistakes too. I still make mistakes. I've been learning for 2 years. Make mistakes every day. Don't worry about it. And go right over your head. You will get better and better with practice. The more you practice, the more you will learn. So now we can go up. We'll learn the riff. You can pause the video and practice. We'll go up and we will get on with the song. So, and 2 Ds, G and a D. If you just go through the intro as it is, like I said, I think the song will work. Do the full riff, and then on the second full riff, you would start strumming during the riff at the same time as the riff. So if you've got 2 people and 2 ukuleles, one can do the riff, one can do the strumming, fantastic. I'm a one-man band, and we had to, on the cover, which I'll leave at the end of this teach, on the left, we had to record our little riff before the song, and then we had to put the little riff in the bottom corner. Now we're going to go through the song really quick. So after the intro twice, we will start singing Here Comes Johnny in the chord D above the word here. Here comes Johnny singing, singing, finished. Another full strum pattern in D, not on our song sheet, so we don't make it too messy, but if you want to put a / or another D on your song sheet, put it above oldies. Oldies, goldies. Then we have put a D above Bebopalula on the second line because it's a new line, so just to make it clear, we're still in D. We've put the D in there. Bebopalula, baby, what I see. Again, another D above what, or a / if you want to put it there, you can. You do whatever it makes it easy for you. It's going to be your song sheet when you copy it and learn it, and then you need to be able to look at it back and understand it, so you do whatever you like. And then third line above here again. Here comes Johnny singing, I got a woman. I / or D if you want to put it. And then the fourth and last line of the first verse, which of course we have in blue, we've highlighted it in blue, because we sing verse 1 again later in the song, and so we can condense it into a 2-pager. We'll just highlight it, and then later we'll write verse 1 and highlight it in blue. Last line, D again, above the word down. Down in the tunnels trying to make it pay. And we jump into the brilliant chorus. Is, as you can see, highlighted in gold because we will repeat it later in the song, and instead of writing out twice, we just write chorus in, highlight the word chorus in gold, and we know we'll go back to the gold part. So that's how we do it. Easiest way to condense it into 2 pages. And we start with the chord G, but not above any lyrics. It is, if you follow any of my song sheets, before the lyrics in the space. You will know it's because the strumming starts before the singing, and the first strum happens and we start singing He's Got the Action on the second strum, so it's He's got the action, and then we haven't got another G on our song sheet, we'll just stay in G. He's got the motion. If you want to put a second G in, put it between action and he, because it's the same thing, one strum before you start singing He's Got the motion. You could put 3 dots or an ellipsis after action and a little few spaces, so you can put the G in the space or a /, whatever you prefer. We haven't got it, jump to second line, same thing. D in the space above no lyrics because we start strumming before we sing the words, oh yeah, the boy can play. Oh yeah, the boy can play. If you want to put a second D, put it above the word boy, and then we jump into G before dedication in the space, that's why we've got a gap. Dedication. And then there's a bit of a bigger gap before we start singing devotion, before the second full strum pattern of G. It's not on our song sheet, but if you want to put it on your song sheet, you can. It would have to go in between devotion and dedication somehow. And it's actually half a strum pattern, down, down, up, before you sing devotion. I'll go back over those first 2 full lines for you. I'll sing them slightly slower so you can see where it happens. He's got the action, he's got the motion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion. See where that devotion came in late? You might be able to just strum away and know when to sing, like I do, and like you will once you learn the song. But I'm just making it clear to those who don't where the singing actually relates to the chord and the strumming pattern in exact form. Maybe a little bit too much detail, but I don't like to give half the information out. Then we'll go into the third line, and you know, if you follow any of my song sheets, what a bold underlined D means. 1 strum. You were right, it does mean 1 strum. So the 1 strum D as we start singing, turning all the night time into the day. And then the 4th line, we will start singing, he do the, and then we'll start strumming D on above the word song. Song about the sweet loving. Jump into A above woman, woman, he do the, he. The last 3 strums of that strumming pattern, and then we jump back into D. Song about the, song about the, song about the. Notice that is a half a strum pattern, and that's why the D above song is in bold, means half a strum pattern. Song about the, down, down, up. And then for the second half of the strum pattern, we'll jump into G, knife. And then a full strum pattern in G. He do the, 1 word per strum again, the last half of that last G strum pattern. We're singing the next line, he do the, we'll jump into D, walk. Then A in the space above no lyrics. He do the walk of, because the first drum goes before we start singing, he do the walk of, and it goes, he you do the walk of, then we jump back to G above life, life, back into A on the next line above yeah, yeah, do the walk of, D above life, life, and that is the whole chorus. And after our chorus, you can see in bold we've got wrote intro times 1. So intro is D, D, G, G, D, D, G, D, but not twice. It says times 1 for a reason, so that intro, little intro riff. And then we go into verse 2, which is all in D again, same as verse 1, and we have 1 D at the start of each line. Above the word here, here comes Johnny and he'll tell you the story. Again, it's 2 Ds. Did you notice where the second D went? I'll tell you where it is now. Here comes Johnny and he'll. So it went above the word tell you the story. Second line above hand me down my. Above walking shoes. If you want to put it, you can, / above walking or the D. Third line, here comes Johnny with the. Above power and the glory. Last line of the second verse, and the fourth line we've got the D in the space above no lyrics. Same reason, we kind of strum 1 strum before singing, and then on the second strum down we're backbeat talking blues. Above talking a / or another D if you want it on your song sheet. Let's just play that entire verse right through and check if that last line there, see if that D is in the space above no lyrics. Here comes Johnny and he'll tell you the story, hand me down my walking shoes. Here comes Johnny with the power and the glory, backbeat, talking blues. So we are correct that it is 1 strum before you start singing backbeat. And that is this verse 2 finished. Move on to the chorus. We've just wrote chorus and we've highlighted it in gold. We know we'll go back to the chorus, and then after the chorus, intro times 2. So that means intro chords times 2 just means twice, so it's basically the same as the intro, 2 repeats of that chord sequence. So in between the intro again, same as the first intro before, the riff will go in there somewhere too if you want to put the riff into your song. And then after that we jump back to verse 1, and that's why we've got verse 1 highlighted in blue there, the same. So now we'll just go through verse 1 again, and then it is chorus repeat, only not the full chorus. We have got on our song sheet chorus lines 1 to 3 because we only repeat the first 3 lines of the chorus, which is, he's got the action, he's got the motion, oh yeah, the boy can play, dedication, devotion, turning all the night time into the day. Only the first 3 lines, so instead of going, you do the song about the sweet loving woman, do the song about the knife, so instead of that bit, you finish with the last part of the song, which is, and after all the violence and double talk, there's just a song on the trouble and strife. You do the walk of life. Yeah, you do the walk of life. And that's the end. So that last little section, exactly the same chord layout of the second part of the chorus, only that's slightly different lyrics. So you put the D above after all the violence and then A above double talk, there's just a D above song in all the trouble, and G above strife, you do the last 3 strums of that pattern, you do the, jump into D above walk, A in the space above no lyrics, first strum is gone, on the second down, you do the walk, so go, you do the walk of, and then G above life, last line we jump to A, above the word yeah, and yeah you do the walk off, and then D above the life, above the last life, and then it's just intro times 2, which is basically the full intro, and we fade that out, and in amongst that D, D, G, G, D, D, G, G, D and G intro, there'll probably be a little bit of probably be a little bit of a riff play again somewhere. You have to work all that out yourself, but I've given you everything you need for the song, the brilliant riff, where all the chords go. You create your own song sheet, play it how you want, you don't have to follow the original. You could just do one riff to open the song and then jump straight into strumming, the intro, and sing it all the way through without any riffs. That'll be perfectly fine. It'll sound brilliant because it is an absolute fantastic song. One of the best Dire Straits songs for sure. Definitely my favourite. Hope you have enjoyed learning this brilliant new song. Appreciate one of those. If you have, that's it from me for now. What is coming up? We are going to be in the next week or two doing a new Spring 2022 channel introduction. We still have a Beatles cover to do, Love Me Do, and Shaking Stevens. Don't forget Shaky. We've got Shaking Stevens to do. This old house. I will try and get those done in the next week or two, so we can get on to a fresh channel introduction with fresh new stuff coming up. That would be brilliant if we do. And of course I'm wearing some of my brilliant merchandise with my Learn Ukulele Azaruna logo on, which is on the bottom corner of all my videos. You can get some too. The shop link is in the top corner of my YouTube channel if you want to go and have a look for some stuff. There's some really good stuff on there. This is just a printed logo, which isn't the best, but the quality though of the vest is absolutely brilliant. Lovely soft material. So if you want to display any little ukuleles while you're learning, anywhere you go and check that out. And but for now, that is it from me. Till next time, see you later.